The final two workouts for the 2014 Great Lakes Invitational Online Qualifier, 4.3 and 4.4, will be performed together. You will start with a 17-minute clock that is counting up. That is important. 4.3 will be a chipper for time. So the movements are 15 back squats at 135 pounds for the male and 95 pounds for the female. The bar will initiate from the ground. 20 handstand push-ups, and we'll go over the movement standards on that in a second. 25 box-facing box jump overs. 30 deadlifts, 25 bar-facing burpees, 20 calorie row, and 15 overhead squats. Upon the completion of the final bar of 15 overhead squats, you will note your time. That is 4.3. In the remaining time of the 17-minute clock, you will perform 4.4 as an AMRAP, completing as many reps as possible of the same chipper with an increased loading. The male bar goes up to 205 pounds, the female bar goes up to 125 pounds, and you start over with 15 back squats, 20 handstand push-ups, 25 box-facing box jump overs, 30 deadlifts, 25 bar-facing burpees, 20 calorie row, and finally 15 overhead squats at 205 and 125. If you complete that chipper and still have time remaining, it is an AMRAP, so you will start back over with the back squats at 205 and 125. There will be no increased loading in that AMRAP. You will stay at that load. We're going to go over some of the movements and some of the things that may come up. What I will say is that we'll not ask for a video submission on this, but I would recommend that you have a judge to help you with range of motion, counting the repetitions, and then also noting your time at 4.3 so you can continue to go through without having to try to write it down or remember it. You may want to video it so then you can double check the time also before you submit it. In the unlikely circumstance that you are unable to complete 4.3 in 17 minutes, there will be a 1-second penalty associated for every rep not completed. So if you go all the way through and you finish 10 overhead squats and you have 5 overhead squats remaining at 17 minutes, your time then is 17 minutes and 5 seconds. You will also then be given credit as that total number of repetitions for 4.4. So your 4.3 reps will be added to your 4.4 reps for a total score. Okay, it's the best way to do it in case anyone is unable to complete the workout in 17 minutes. So we're going to go over the movement standards, and then we'll answer any questions via email, phone, whatever you guys need. We'll start with the back squat. So Sarah's going to start with the bar on the ground. We're going to say 3, 2, 1, go. She's going to clean the bar from the ground, get it overhead. Okay, bar can be placed anywhere on the back as long as to start the rep and to complete the rep, you're standing with your shoulder directly over your hip with your knees locked out. Okay, she's going to do 1 rep down and up. She stands to complete extension, and that's a rep. If you wanted to do a low bar back squat, and you just have to make sure that you can stand up to this full position. So show a bad rep where you get full depth, but then you stay kind of not all the way open. So she stays leaned over. Obviously, that's a bad rep. Okay, go ahead and stand up. That would complete the rep. Okay, if she stood all the way up. If she goes back down prematurely, then it wouldn't be a rep. Also, if she misses depth, I think we know that. Okay, short. Crease of the hip has to be clearly below the knee. It'd be good to have a judge in that situation. Okay, once she finishes 15, she kicks the bar off. We're going to go to the wall for the handstand push-ups. The handstand push-ups, I think this is the best for an online qualifier. Okay, this is the standard that we're going to use. 2 plates. We don't really care as long as they're 45-pound plates. They need to really be 45-pound plates. And the ab mat or cushion that you want to put in here is level with the plates. The plates have to be all the way up against the wall. You can't pull them away at all. And the ab mat has to be all the way up against the wall. Okay, or the cushion of any sort has to be all the way up against the wall. Your fingers cannot be on the outside of the plate, and your thumb cannot be in the hole. Your hand has to be completely on the plate. Okay, so that's a no rep. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Like fingers even come off, they have to be completely on. Okay, so palm and hands completely on because it's pretty wide. I think you guys will be good. The rep starts with the athlete completely locked out with arms extended and feet on the wall, okay? Now, you can do, just hang tight, you can do any repetition. It can be strict, it can be, kipping, as long as the head comes all the way down. Just do a kipping push-up. Push-up. And up and locked out with heels on the wall and arms fully extended, okay? And come on back down. You cannot kick up onto your head to start the rep. Okay, you want to demo that? Yeah, so she's going to kick up onto her head. She will not get one rep once she pushes up, so kip that up to the top. She's still at 0. Now she can start. Okay, go ahead and kick down. Okay, handstand push-up, pretty straightforward. Stay on the plate. Heels have to be on the wall at the top. The box facing box jump over. This is the standard. There's no step-ups allowed. There's no step-downs allowed. Okay? So she has to do she has to leave off both feet, land on both feet on the box, and she can turn as long as both feet land on the ground at the same time. Okay? So you cannot go laterally. You have to be facing the box. So turn and face, Lindsay. Can you jump on and over? That's a no rep, okay? You have to make sure that you're facing the box. Let's say that she jumps off both feet and lands on the box, steps down, that's a no rep. Let's say that she jumps off both feet and lands on one foot, puts a foot down, jumps off, that's a no rep. You also can jump completely over the box. You want me to do it? As long as you land on both feet. So that's okay as long as you're facing forward. All right, cool. Those are the standards for the box facing group. No step-ups. It has to be both feet, both feet, both feet. No step. All right. This is a good question. Michelle's up here. She's ready to do the workout. You do not have to extend your hips on top of the box. It can be here. Okay, that's it. You can stay hunched the whole time. How goofy does that look? Does that look goofy?
So goofy.
Okay. You can do that though if you want, as long as you're facing the box. Then the next movement are the 30 deadlifts, right? So no excessive bouncing. She's going to grab the bar and stand up with her shoulder over her hip behind the bar. That's a rep. Okay? And then she has to come down and touch and then stand. You can drop it from the top. You don't have to bring it all the way back down to the ground. Once the bar gets all the way up, that's a good rep. You can't excessively bounce the bar where your elbows bend. Oh boy. Okay, see the bend in the elbow? No rep. Drop it. Good. She can't stay short. She has to make sure that she opens her hips up completely with shoulder behind the bar. Oh boy. Good rep. Good. That's the deadlift, all right? The next thing is gonna be the bar facing burpee. So she just takes a step back, chest and hips, just like the burpee muscle up, have to touch the ground. Off both feet, land on both feet. Good. You can spin in the air on this. You don't have to open up your hips, just like the box facing, box jump over. Box facing, box jump over. Awesome. Okay, now after we get done with those, then you go to calorie row. We know the rower. You just have to have the damper set at 5. You can't crank it up to 10. Everybody has to be uniform at 5 on this particular workout, okay? And then the overhead squat, right? So you can snatch it up, you can clean it up, you can do whatever you want to do. You can squat snatch the first rep. That's going to be a question that's obvious and everybody's going to ask me. I don't care. You can squat snatch it, it's cool. Okay, she gets it up, full squat, and stand. There, see how just like the back squat, shoulder over hip, she doesn't stay hunched forward. Okay, drop. All right, when she finishes that, we note the time, we add the loading. Let's add the loading. Okay, we'll do one back squat. She has to do it by herself, but I'm helping just like I did in the last video, just so we can move through this. All right, and then she's gonna clean it up, or she do it if she wants to get it up and over, and just do one back squat. Up, good. She finishes 15, she kicks it off. She's good to go. 4.3 for time, 4.4 AMRAP. Good luck.